What's up, drivers? If you saw my last video, you'll know that I recently got the opportunity to drive an MRS on track. Thank you so much to How for encouraging me to go out there and loaning me his car and giving me a try at the MRS on track. It's been a while since I've gotten to drive one at all, and this is the first time actually on track with it, so it was pretty exciting. And this isn't going to be a full review because I got to do literally only 4 laps in the car. But I want to kind of talk you through my first impressions and kind of take you through the one hot lap that I got to do.
Alright, so the very first thing that I noticed right away just pulling out of the pits was how incredibly light the steering wheel was. And, you know, again, I've driven an MRS before, but I guess just the direct comparison of jumping right out of my car and then getting into the MRS really kind of drove that home. It was a huge difference, just like the weight of the steering wheel. I just felt like almost over boosted with power steering. Now, as far as this car's setup this is a 90-95% stock MRS. He does have some R compound tires, so we got 200 tread wear, but they were mismatched tread. He had some kind of worn out arch plates on the back, and I forget what he said he had on front, and that was definitely apparent. The rear had a lot less grip than the front did. It also has some kind of lowering springs, but with the stock struts. So suspension was definitely quite soft feeling. Brakes were completely stock, not even different pads or anything like that. And the one real modification that the car had was the 6-speed transmission that normally goes to the 2ZZ. And this was kind of an interesting choice, and this was the other big thing that I had to get used to right away, is just how much I had to shift. Because normally, like in my car, I'm in third through the majority of the track, and then like as I'm coming through the skid pad, I go down into second, and then on the straights, I go up into fourth. But there's not a ton of shifting going on. Whereas with the 6-speed, you know, on my first lap out, I was definitely, you know, not shifting as much as I needed to, and I kind of needed to get used to shifting up and down more and more and more. And this is something that I think I could have definitely improved on had I gotten more seat time, is just being in the right gear. Because I think regardless of, you know, the line that I was taking or kind of my other driving skills, I doubt I was really in the optimal gear around most of these places on the track. The other thing that was really obvious was just the extreme lack of power. So coming down the back straight out of the bowl, you can't see me because of the way that the GoPro is positioned, but if you could see me in the cockpit, I was like rocking back and forth like, go, 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 come on, because it just felt like I had to wait forever. And, you know, going flat out through the chicanes was like not even scary at all, because just there wasn't a whole lot of power to let you build that speed. That said, on my very last lap, after I got pretty comfortable, because the car was really confidence-inspiring after I kind of got used to it in those first 2 laps. I started to push it a lot more on the 3rd lap, and right after I finished the 3rd lap, I was like, okay, I'm going to try and just hold it flat through turn 1 on this 4th lap. And I was going a little bit faster than I thought I'd be going, and kind of lost my nerve, and I think I lifted a little bit, which caused me to spin out. That's kind of a guess. I'm not exactly sure what I did through there, but anyway, the tail kind of came around, and you can see that there at the end of the video. It was kind of a minor spin out, but sorry again, Hal. I'm so sorry that I went off track with your car. But yeah, in general, I'd just say it's a very, very easy car to drive. And it feels like the front has a lot of grip, although that could have had to do with the mismatched tires. You know, could take the turns quite easily. The steering again was super light. There's like 0 power because again, this didn't even have a catback exhaust, you know, much less headers or anything like that to get any extra power. I'd have to do like a direct comparison between a 5-speed and a 6-speed with this 1ZZ to see if the 6-speed is really an advantage. I don't know if any of you guys have experience with that setup. Let me know. Let me know if you think the 6-speed is actually something that is helping, or if it's just more shifting. Anyway, on the 3rd lap, I got a 131.8, which I feel pretty happy with, considering I basically had 0 experience. I don't know what the car is really capable of. I'm sure it could have gone quicker. Obviously, I can go faster in my car because I'm just more comfortable in it.
Let me know what you guys think about the SW20 versus the ZZW30 or MRS. I'd really like to know your experiences on track And if you have any questions about direct comparisons for me as well, leave those in the comments below. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button if you found this interesting at all. And if you want, you can give me a subscription, which I'd really appreciate. It really helps me out. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.